If you're still building your POD store around $20 t-shirts, I need you to watch this. Not because I'm going to tell you t-shirts are dead, they are not. Because there's a whole tier of POD manufacturing that most sellers have never seen. And the people who find it first are the ones building brands right now instead of racing to the bottom on the price. In this video, I'm going to show you what that actually looks like. From designing the product with AI to see it come off of a factory floor. And by the end, you are going to understand why POD sellers are charging $90 to $120 for a single hoodie and actually selling them. I've been selling print on demand for over 9 years. I've seen the platforms change, the tools change, the trends change. What hasn't changed is this: the sellers who win long term are the ones who get ahead of the shift before the rest of the market catches on. This video is that shift. Before I show you the finished product, I need to show you why it's different. And it starts before a single design is printed. I want to start with something you cannot see on a product listing, and it's the first thing your customer feels the second they open the package. This right here, this is a blank. No print yet, just the fabric. Most POD platforms, Printful, Printify, and the ones you already know, their hoodies run somewhere between 180 to 220 GSM. GSM is grams per square meter. It's how fabric weight is measured. This blank is 440 GSM, almost double the weight of a standard POD hoodie. And here's what that means when you hold it up to light. No light coming through. On a standard blank, you can see straight through the fabric. That one detail tells your customer everything before they even look at the print. Now here's a second problem, and this is what most sellers never even think about. Even if you find a heavier blank, most POD platforms only support one print technique at a time. DTG only, embroidery only, screen print only, never combined on the same garment. That puts a ceiling on what your design can even be, and it puts a ceiling on what you can charge. So I wanted to build something that actually pushes that ceiling. A design that requires multiple techniques on the same hoodie. And then I found out if there's a factory that can actually execute it. What if you could design a hoodie that most POD companies literally cannot produce? Here's what I built and exactly how I did it. So I opened up Ideogram AI, my go-to right now for premium apparel graphics. And I built this design from scratch on camera. The concept I landed was a rugged outdoorsman aesthetic, dark hoodie, 4 separate elements, each one requiring a different print technique. The front hero graphic, that's the big one. No shortcuts, arched across the top in distress lettering with a weathered outdoorsman figure underneath. Detailed illustration, full DTG print. This kind of graphic tells you something about the person wearing it before they say a word. Top right chest, the embroidery element, small geometric diamond logo, tonal, dark on dark. You almost miss it at first glance, and then you see it. That's intentional. That's a premium brand detail. And HTV on the sleeve. Try to order this on Printful. Try on most POD platforms. You can't. The infrastructure doesn't exist. Again, you design for the technique. And then the back, a second DTG print. Same bearded figure, different framing. It says EST.MMX4I in large lettering arched at the bottom. Ties the whole piece together as almost like a brand, not just a hoodie. I did it on purpose. I just wanted to do different concepts here just to show you how the print would come out and to help you give you an idea, right? Try to order this on Printful. Try to order it on most POD platforms. You can't. The infrastructure doesn't exist. That's the whole point here. So who actually has the manufacturing setup to produce a piece like this? 4 techniques, 1 garment on demand. I went looking and here's what I found. This is a POD partner. They've spent over 5 years quietly producing for premium brands that sell across North America and Europe, all out of their own factory where they control their entire production floor. For over 5 years. Low profile, conservative growth, all focus on building out their own factory instead of outsourcing. And the last part matters. Most POD platforms don't own production. They broker your orders through a third-party facility, which means every order is at the mercy of whoever that third party is that week. POD partner controls the production floor, same factory, same machines, same color profile on every single order. That's a batch to batch consistency, which is what separates a brand from a one-off. The hardware they are running is not what you'll find at a standard POD shop. DTG is on a Brother GTX Pro B machines. Eco-friendly water-based inks. That's what produces the front and back prints on this hoodie. And here's what makes this different from anything else in the POD space. POD Partners hybrid process lets you combine DTG, embroidery, and HTV within the same design area. Not just in separate zones, the same garment, the same order, 21 print positionings available. Fulfillment speed, 98% of the orders ship within 48 hours for a product at this spec level. That is fast. This is the structural answer to the $20 shirt ceiling. Heavier blank, more technique options. Factory controlled quality on every order. So I sent POD Partner the AI files, the technique map, the placement notes, and here's what came back. This is the finished piece. No shortcuts, arched across the top in distress lettering. Weathered outdoorsman figure underneath. This is the full DTG print. Every detail of this illustration came through clean on the 440 GSM fabric. Now look up at the corner, right? You see right here at the corner, that small geometric diamond, that's the embroidery. If you feel that, it sits on the top of the fabric. Tonal, dark on dark, you almost don't see it. Then you feel it. That is the kind of detail that justifies the price tag. Down the sleeve, original, done in heat transfer vinyl. HTV gives you that solid, crisp finish with clean, sharp edges you can't get from a regular printer. And it's a completely separate technique from the DTG on the front and back. Applied right here on the same garment. And the back, this is where it really stands out. This is a jumbo DTG print, and POD Partner runs these up to 24 inches by 24 inches. Most POD services on the market can't print anywhere close to that size. That oversized coverage is one of the biggest things that sets them apart. And I made that a little bit different on purpose because I wanted to see how the print came out. The same design style almost across the whole garment, right? Both built on the same 440 GSM heavyweight base, but one has nothing on it and one is a brand. Like I said, with the different design concept across it, because I wanted to share with you in the example how the prints look. Now this is the difference between a product and a piece someone pays $90 for and it tells their friends about. So what does something like this actually retail for? A hoodie at this spec, 440 GSM blank, 4 technique hybrid print. You are well into the $90 to $120 retail range. Some brands are using the same manufacturing push past that. And because the product quality backs up the price, you're not competing on cost anymore. You're competing on brand. That is a completely different game. That is the real thesis of this video. The $20 t-shirt market will always exist, but the volume game that gets harder every year, more sellers enter. Premium POD tier, that is still wide open. And it starts with knowing the manufacturing like this even exists. If you want to check out POD Partner, the link is going to be in the description. Worth exploring if you've been wanting to move towards premium product. And if you want these niches that go with a product strategy like this, comment Volt below. I'll send you access to my research that I give away free every single week. And let me know in the comments, what niche would you build around a hoodie like this? Because I have some ideas. I want to see what your brain comes up with. First, subscribe if you haven't already. New videos like this every single week. I'll see you in the next one. And if you need help with research, watch this video right here next. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.